Hey guys, how you doing today? I want to check out my Philodendron Subinscisum. This is, oh my gosh, like the third or fourth time that I've wanted to check her. I've been growing her in Leca and trying to get her roots. It's so funny because the leaves all grow and the roots have been very, very slow going. So what I want to do is I'm going to try to dump some of the leca out, or the water out, along with the leca, and I want to see, oh my goodness, okay, I am very, very happy. Look at her roots. Look at that. That is amazing, but she really needs to come out of this water and get potted up. I thought I could see a little bit on the side of the cut, but Leca had gotten so much algae in it that it was kind of hard to see, but I could see white down in there. So that is a really good deal. Really good deal. And her roots are beautiful. So now what I want to do is I've got to clean her up just a little bit. I've got a towel down here. There. She's got a little bit of algae down here on her rhizome here, and this looks really good. This piece was rotting out at one time and it stopped rotting. I cut it all out and put some cinnamon on it. So alright, I am going to get her potted up and we'll see what happens here. Alright guys, I went in and I cleaned her off a little bit. Now I'm going to be putting her in, this is a plastic silica cup. I've got a whole bunch of holes all over in it, bottom and sides. I'm going to be putting her in this so that I can keep an eye on her roots. She's been growing in Leca, not completely in water, but for the most part. Oh, and I want to grab one of my bamboo. This is just a little big, but not bad. Not bad at all. There, back the camera off a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is I want to try to put her as close to the side as I can, because I want to be able to see her roots on the side of the cup. Now I've got just a little bit too much in here right at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her to the side like this, because I want to be able to see her roots on the side of this cup. That's my main reason why I wanted to put her in a clear cup right now. And I also want to get my stake in, and I'm going to keep her about that height. And then I'm just going to fill her up, and I will keep the soil moist for a while because her roots were growing in the leca and down in the water. So I'm going to have to keep her. She's been in my grow tent all winter. So she's also used to that atmosphere. So what I'll do is I'll put her back into my grow tent for a couple of weeks or so. And then I'll remove her and get her growing the way she should. But I want to keep her moist, and oh no, one of my roots popped out of the hole here. Let me adjust that. I don't want that starting already. Okay, there, I got that fixed. But then I will just hold her up with, oops, I'll keep her held up with my stake here. I'm going to get my, I hope I have it in here. My Velcro tape. I thought I just had it. I'm always losing everything. Oh, here it is. It was down at the bottom. So, I'm going to hold her up with some Velcro tape. Get her hooked up to that stake to hold her in. And then I'm going to also feed her. She hasn't been getting any food in the Leca. Every once in a while I was giving her a shot of fish fertilizer and a little bit of kelp, because kelp also helps stimulate the root growth. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get another tray to set under her, and then there we go. I'm going to put some fertilizer in here. I'm going to water her in, and then I'm going to add some more. I'm going to add some more soil as needed. I am just so excited on her finally growing roots. I will put pictures up of what the mature plant looks like. It looks like a big elephant ear plant. It gets big, huge leaves on it like an elephant ear. Okay, now I am going to add, I'm going to move that tag over here. I'm going to add just a little more soil. Not a lot, because I don't want that big part of the big fat fleshy stem. I don't want that under the soil and rotting out, because this plant likes to be kept a little on the moist side. So, you know, this is a plant you don't want to let go completely dry. And especially since she has been growing in the Leca, I will keep her on the moist side. Now I'm gonna let this sit. I think I'm gonna give her just a little more water because the soil is really dry over here. That's another great thing about clear pots. I have noticed since I've been growing, especially since I've been growing orchids and have been using a lot of clear pots, but even potting some of my regular houseplants, you can think you're doing a thorough watering and even have water sitting down in the tray like I do right now. And if you look really well, I mean this one is all the way watered through because I watered it several times all the way around. But if you're going around and just doing like a quick splash of water, or even watering it thoroughly, and you have water coming out of the bottom of your drip tray, you can look in that clear pot and you can actually see that only certain parts of the soil will be actually wet and the rest of it's all dry. So, especially if you are an underwater, I am not an underwater I try to keep up with my plants as best I can. I'm not saying I don't ever let any of them accidentally dry out, because I do. But, you know, it happens. And it especially happens when you have a lot of houseplants to take care of. But I have found that having them in a clear pot, you can really distinguish whether they're actually wet or not. Now this one has another leaf. It's kind of cute coming out right here. She's got, and then this one is tucked up under. It's really weird how, oh, I see what it's doing, I think. That's weird. But I'm not going to mess with it, because every time I mess with stuff like that, but you can see all her leaves, and then the little tiny ones. It's so amazing how this plant wanted to grow her leaves out before she grew her roots. It's amazing what plants will do. But anyways, I can't believe it's been almost a whole year since I ordered this cutting of this plant, and the issues that I've had with it. And it just goes to show you not to give up on your plants, no matter what they might be going through at the time, especially philodendrons. Philodendrons are so hardy, and as long as you know what kind of philodendron you're dealing with, you can usually bring them back quite easily. But it amazes me how this one wanted to grow her leaves first and then grow roots. And I've had a lot of other ones do that too. It's really cool. But I am going to, I think I'm going to put her back in my grow tent. I don't know, I may not. I may put her over here in my window beside my melanochrysum, because she has a very humid and bright spot where she lives in, and I think it'll be perfect for this plant going forward until she gets a little bit bigger. But I like the fact that you can see the roots in there right now. Well, I don't know if you guys can, but I can. They're like right in this area right here. So I want to see them be able to trail around on that cup and then see if I'm having any issues. So the solo cups work really great for that. And this is one that I've had these. I use them over and over again, but super cool. Philodendron, Subinscisum, big beautiful elephant ear type leaves. I mean, this is just a baby, but the leaves on these get huge. I'm hoping once I move her either out on my front porch or into my greenhouse this summer, she will do fantastic and just take off. But alright guys, that is my update, and I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Peace.